Good morning. When was the last time you've seen or thought of magic, the supernatural? Today is the letter U for the unusual, and this is the APCs of Cumberland County. My name is Madison Groninger, and I'm an intern here at Cumberland County Historical Society and a student at Shippensburg University. William Wagner was a Carlisle native. He lived in Carlisle from 1892 to 1988 on West North Street. After he graduated from Carlisle High School in 1911, he started at Frog & Switch, a manufacturing company. He retired from Frog & Switch after almost 60 years of service. The most interesting thing about William Bill Wagner was he was a magician. Wagner's first public appearance was at 20 years old. He performed at churches, schools, lodges, and banquet halls. He became a member of the International Brotherhood of Magicians in 1929, 7 years after their founding in 1922. Their values are fraternity, publicity, mystery, originality, elevation, and diversion. It's an organization for both professional and amateur magicians, largely in the U.S. and Canada, but can be found in 88 other countries today. Wagner was always fascinated with magic as a child, which led him to what he called a very profitable hobby. This is one of his programs from January of 1932. It is a program of new and spectacular magic and pseudopsychology. In part 1, he started out with all his classic magic tricks, like card tricks, follow the ball, and materialization. In part 2, it's my favorite trick. It's called supermentality, fourth dimension telepathy, surpassing anything ever offered by either magicians or mentalists, demonstrating that thought transference is a reality. In presenting supermentality, Mr. Wagner makes no claims to the occult clairvoyance powers, but offers tests showing that thought can be transferred from one mind to another. This is entirely new and is the result of years of study and personal contact with some of the greatest minds of the ages. And then in part 3, he performs his magic spirit painting trick. And then in part B, it's his escape act inspired by Harry Houdini. Since Wagner specialized in mental and spiritual magic, which led him to win various awards, his grand prize winning act, called the spirit painting, would take an empty canvas and magically appear a well-known figure. Wagner won grand prize for this award in 1949 at the International Brotherhood of Magicians Convention in Chicago for outstanding instruction and illusion. Wagner performed on other big stages like the Pennsylvania Supreme Court and at the Governor's Office of Pennsylvania. He was also featured on the International Brotherhood of Magicians periodical, The Linking Rings, in the February of 1949 issue. This is his spirit painting picture. This magazine described his brilliant showmanship, love of magic, and old-school style. He was not your average local magician, though. Wagner was such an incredible magician, he was asked to perform on The Ed Sullivan Show in 1954, which he humbly declined. Wagner also knew big-name magicians like Thurston, Blackstone, and Houdini. William Wagner was a legendary magician, and I'm glad I could take part in preserving his memory.